Now we're gonna switch gears a little bit. It's my favorite part. We're gonna bring up our next customer speaker who's gonna share her story on how she has put automation and AI to work across her company. Welcome, Amy Tyler. Welcome, so good to see you in Austin. Thanks for joining us today. Let's just quickly start. Give us an overview about what you're doing at Abbott, some of the automations that you've created and built, and some of the results that you've seen to date.
Absolutely. First, thank you for having me. As many of you may know, Abbott is a 135-year-old healthcare company. Some of you might be familiar with our COVID tests. But aside from that, we also specialize in nutrition, medical devices, and diabetes care, among other things. So we've been on our automation journey for a number of years. And some of the many things that I would highlight as some of our most unique or common initiatives. One would be within our financial services organization. And within that organization, we've done a number of things, including automating the month-end, quarter-end, and year-end processes. And that's not only sped up those processes, but it's obviously improved the quality of that work. Another one that I would highlight is within our quality organizations, where we've been able to automate the documentation and reporting for that organization. And again, not only increase the speed and the quality, but that's had a really big impact of our employee engagement in that space. And one final one that I would note is within our IT organization. So as I'm sure with many of you, we have IT technical debt. As well as some that we've inherited from acquisitions across the years. So we've been using automation in that space to really help tackle that. And we've also had a lot of ROI that we've had from many of these initiatives. Just one small one that I'd highlight. With our automation work with just one small instance of ERP, we were able to save over 45,000 hours of work and just around $1 million. And again, that's just one of many examples.
And I'm sure when you take that and you spread it across an organization as large as Abbott, those savings just exponentially compound.
Absolutely.
So very exciting. Now, we're here to talk about acceleration and generative AI, driving a lot of that. And I know that you and the team at Abbott are hard at work in figuring out what is that next generation, no pun intended, of automations that you're creating infused with Gen AI. So tell us a little bit about that.
Absolutely. So generative AI, we're very excited about. We believe it's going to be very transformative. It already is transformative. And for us, we're already building out a very long list of use cases. For us, however, at Abbott, we also believe that we have a responsibility where our patients, our consumers, those that use our life-saving technology, those are our first priority. And so we are taking a really diligent first step to understand what are the appropriate use cases for us. Where should we use it? Where shouldn't we use it? And so we've really brought together a cross-functional team to look at what are the policies that we should put in place? What are those guardrails? And so before we even do a lot of the work beyond the pilot stage, we're really making sure that we do it the right way as a healthcare organization. But some of the use cases that I just call out for our organization, certainly one is with code development. We believe that's going to really speed up some of our processes. Another certainly is the customer service experience. A lot of our organizations, as many of yours I'm sure, we believe that has the opportunity to really transform how we interact with our customers. So those are just a few. There are so many. Certainly one other one I'd call out is within the R&D space as well. Any regulatory requirements, documentation, things like that, whether it's summarizing requirements, et cetera.
I love it. Okay, so you've got your stockpile. You've brought your teams on board to brainstorm. You're doing your due diligence and you are ready to go. Can't wait to see that in a few months and where you guys end up. Before I let you go today, we've been sharing a lot of different announcements. Would just love your thoughts on what you're most excited about as you go into the next chapter.
Absolutely. I was really, really excited about what I've seen so far. I think as I start to think about how we're going to build this out within our organization, I think certainly what you've just shown, some of the other announcements, to me it's a really amazing one-stop shop. One of the things that I've been most concerned about is this ecosystem is getting really complex. as you and as other partners of ours start to build this out, build out their technologies, build out their offerings, to me that ecosystem is getting, okay, how do I go to you for this, and you for this, and you for this? And so for me, that opportunity to reduce that complexity for me, have that one-stop shop, go to one place, that to me is a game changer.
Wonderful. We are happy to be your one-stop shop. Thank you, Amy. If you guys want to chat with Amy afterwards, I'm sure she'd love to share even more insights and experiences. But thank you so much. We're going to head off stage together and throw it back to Audie.